want to talk about Lacey Evans getting a squash match. So first, she is I like her gear. I have to give her some compliments. I like her new gear with the military influence in it a lot better than when she was wearing like the skirt and like had her like the old
Act
school,
like a
like I
lady.
like that, era or whatever that she was doing, but I feel like the direction that they're trying to take her character, which I think they're doing pretty well so far, which, I'm not gonna lie, obviously you guys can watch back and see that I'm not the most, complimentary, I guess, of Lacey Evans, but I think they're doing a pretty good job with what they're doing, and I like it. It makes a lot more sense the way they're presenting it, and I like her gear. She's a naturally good heel. It's almost kind of scary how good she is
Oh,
at.
she's like that. I feel like that's her.
No, I know, and it's like she's so natural with it, and she's constantly in character. Like she does that again, calling back to old school, but it's a very old school mentality where I feel like she's she carries herself the way that they did like in the 90s where you couldn't talk to who that person actually was because they were always in character, and I feel like Lacey Evans is always Lacey Evans. I don't know if that's her real name, but she's always the
No, it's
WWE.
not.
Okay,
It's not a real
so
name.
she's always Lacey Evans, it seems. And I think that what they're doing with her now is exactly what SmackDown needs, because I don't know, I think she could be potentially like a top heel. But we want to talk about how she came out with a squash match against Carmen Harris,
And
correct?
this is where I'm gonna take
Yes.
over
Yes.
because for anyone who is watching this or will watch this, that is like, who the hell is Carmen Harris? That one, not her real name, not even
Yeah.
close. Two, that is one of my home girls from Mass Limitless, a Limitless girl. It is Becca. She goes by in the indie scene. She's the international pop star, and she's electric. I mean, that's the thing too. Is when I saw that they saw her in the ring, they panned to her. I popped. Like I legit marked like, holy shit, that's Becca.
Mm-hmm.
And tweeted it, and she, I love that's the other thing I love about Limitless is that when you go to shows and you're tweeting about it, like they know who has been,
Yeah.
ride and stuff.
Yeah.
That's what, and I loved that she got this kind of moment because yeah, she lost whatever, but because what this shows is that we are going to be seeing her very soon in WWE, not as a jobber and
Mm-hmm.
squashing out to Lacey Evans, but if you, I really suggest to everyone to go watch her stuff in Limitless, and not just girl wrestling. She's an intergender superstar as well, and by superstar I mean just very, extremely talented with the guys. I don't know if they still date, but they did for a little bit. This guy who I've talked about on here, Alec Price.
Mm-hmm.
They had a fans bring the weapons match on New Year's
Yeah.
Eve,
I think you talked about that. Yeah.
and like electric. Like this girl can work the ring like nobody, and to see her on SmackDown was awesome. It was so awesome. The result wasn't awesome.
I did think it
Not a
was
big Lacey.
interesting